The Hermit. Nancy, welcome in. Claire, welcome in. Hermit, do you watch my readings? Because I get a hermit coming out in my readings for like a month now. Gord, hey, friend. Hi, Amanda. Gord, how are you? What's up? Hello, me ducky. We are having a snowstorm bigger than Snowmageddon. I dare say, I am too. We've had, so far, can I do the math? About 110 centimeters of snow in my neighborhood. Since Wednesday. Do I have on my filter? I do. Gotta make sure I get on my filter. Like, is my nose really that big? It's hard looking at yourselves in the camera all day, boys. I'm doing free tarot card readings for you guys. I'm also a medium. I can speak to people in heaven for you. So go ahead and leave your questions in the comments. Or if you want to hear from somebody in heaven, tell me their name and their relationship to you. Welcome in. I'll stay for about an hour before I gotta go feed my supper. Feed my supper, kids. I was gonna say feed my kids supper. Stay for about an hour. One of my kiddos is sick, so this snow day, I'm not too mad about it, to be honest. State of emergency snowstorms are the only thing that can keep us having a day off. We don't get a friggin' day off. Liz, will we work through this? Liz wants an answer. Will we work through this, please? Ace of Pentacles says yes. Gord, I did not. What is happening there? Don't tell me. Well, tell me, but I'm scared to ask. Has it been invaded or something? Ray Fett, welcome in. Tyson, welcome in. The cartel has gone crazy. What are they doing? Are they harming civilians? Jesse, is Darby thinking of Jesse? Is Darby thinking of Jesse, please? Yes, definitely. Okay, let's pray for the people of Cuba. Pray for the children. Pray for the people. Pray for the bad guys to change their ways. Is somebody here traveling to Cuba and you're wondering? Michelle, does Andy want to reconcile with Michelle? Does Andy want to reconcile with Michelle, please? They do, Michelle, but I would say that it's not with the greatest intentions. Does that make sense to you? Were you bored? That sucks. Okay, let me ask. Did you cancel it yet? I'd say you're going to have to. Can I get guidance for Gord on his vacation to Cuba in 2 weeks? Shoot, yeah, that sucks. Oh, too bad. Can you go somewhere else? There's nowhere to go. Like, where do you even go? Can't really go to Mexico. Can't go to Florida. Europe. But you're far. You're far from Europe. Are you going to Mexico? Okay. Let me ask for your trip. Let me ask Gore's trip to Mexico. Will he have fun? Yeah. It says, are you going with other people, Gord? What was Mexico? Did you rebook a trip? If you do get to go on a trip, it looks like the people you go with are going to be good. You're going to enjoy the company. And I kind of think it's saying it doesn't really matter where you go as long as you're in good company. Julia, will we be able to make the girls' trip happen soon? For Julia, please. Will Julia get to go on a girls' trip soon? It said no and then it said yes. So it looks like there's going to be some cancellations, which probably already happened. Tell me in the future, will Julia get to go on this trip in the future? Yeah, you will. You'll get to go. Yeah, not yet, because it said yes. It said no, and then it said yes. So when, give her guidance on the girls' trip. It's not clear. The cards are telling me twice they said I'm confused, and it was the voice of the cards saying that to me. Cards are confused. There's no real plans. That's why. That's why. Because the cards, when we ask hypothetical questions, the cards are like, it's not real. It's imaginary. So there's no answer until you kind of... We could ask, should you? Would it be in your best interest to plan a girls' trip? I can ask it that way. Would it be in her best interest? Yeah. Yes. Staying at a hotel somewhere, getting some luxury. So yes, you can and will and should book a girls' trip. Hi, Reggie. Are you Reggie from school? Do I know you? "40-year-old moms, it's time to go." Yep. It is time. It says you should. You're gonna fight with each other though. Do you know that? I think you're gonna fight over the destination. Now, if I were you, I don't know, guys. For me, my instinct toward travel is a bit... I wouldn't be going southern areas. I would go to Europe. But for me, I have, next time the most traveling I feel like doing in the next 10 years or so is probably Canada and Europe if I can get there. Canada's beautiful. Like, I kind of question how come we didn't all vacation in Canada all this time. It's actually more expensive to vacation in Canada than it is in the States, though. Like, for me to go to Florida is cheaper than for me to go to Alberta, usually. Not that I go. I don't go anyway. I've been feeling in the last, since COVID, you know, since COVID, I haven't really gotten the bug to travel. I feel cozy right where I am. I go see my sister in Nova Scotia. Any more questions, my friends? Drop your questions in the comments. Krista, what are Darren's intentions with Krista, please? It looks like you are on the same page where whatever your intentions are the same as Darren's intentions. It's the same. Two of Pentacles is aligned. I feel like you are on the same page. And then it got same. Trip to Italy. Perfect. I like that for you. Do that. Do that. You're welcome, Krista. Hi, Kelsta. It says, you can do it, girl. Keep working. Keep working toward your trip. Kelsta, will things get easier this week, please? Have you already been through a tragic end? Has your breakup already occurred? Or your leaving? Or your ending already occurred? It has. Will it get easier this week? I'm not too sure. I don't know if I would say that it will get easier this week. I don't see any evidence to say that it will, okay? If you want to ask me specific questions like, will my document go through, or will my childcare be fine, or, you know, if you want to ask me those specific things, go ahead. If you're like, will it get easier? I don't see a whole lot of shift. Lisa, will GC be a good choice for helping? Lisa, please. In what? What is it you're seeking help in? Because I see a divorce. Have you had your divorce yet? Yeah. So in the legal help, do they have a good, is their support the right choice for them, please? Not really. What's the person's name again? GC. No. Who are they? How can I help? How can I help Lisa with her legal questions? The person you have chosen, it said no. But I don't know if that's just because the situation doesn't look great or if it's the person. GC. Show me GC regarding the legal help. Show me GC. Are you still here, Lily? Okay, hang on. I want to get to the bottom of this for you. GC, show me GC. Give me a sec. I want to make sure because I'm getting mixed information. So I think when I said no, it's not good and stuff, I was reading the whole of the situation. Now show me GC as an individual. Is it an individual or is it an organization? Is that the name of a company or what? Show me GC regarding this situation. I kind of think, Lily, I don't like the situation you're in. And GC is not the best one. No, not the best one. No. That's the advice I would give. Do you have another option? Farhad. Show me Farhad instead, please. Yes, better. Better. That person is better. They have better abilities, and they will listen to you, Lily. That other person wasn't going to listen to you. This person will. Phew, I'm so relieved I got you an answer on that. Calsta, yes. I did read it as romantic. You're so welcome, my sweet. Elio, I am taking questions for free. It says, because I love you, will Kathy text Elio? Will Kathy text Elio, please? Prediction? Prediction? Is Kathy the mother of your children? What's with the children here? Elio? Do you have children? Or how old are you? Not sure if you have children? You do. Okay. Show me Kathy in relation to Elio, please. Will Kathy text? Did you already text her? Okay, I'm getting better. Yeah, I think the energy is good. Yes. Now, it didn't tell me that yes, she will text you back, but it shows me that you two will have a relationship, I think. Just relax about it. Did you already text Kathy? Because you should be the one to act. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. Elio. Slap, slap, slap. Why are you waiting for her? Is this romantic? Is this romantic? Don't make me lecture you. Enough said? Make the girl do the work jumping. Sorry, I can't help it. Cookie. Is Cookie going to travel to Qatar? Is Cookie going to travel to Qatar, please? It says no. It says no. Are you chasing a guy, Cookie? You're welcome, Elio. Good luck. Good luck. It's good energy. You guys have potential. No, Cookie. No. Cookie, it says don't do it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Red flag, red flag. Red flag. Don't do it, Cookie. There's better out there. There's better. Hi, Serena. How are you? Read your mind. I'm good, my love. I'm good too. I just keep saying what you're saying. Oh, that's funny. I mean, I know it's a pretty typical conversation, but anyway. Serena, what do you got on the go? I can never keep your story straight. I can never remember what stage of romantic situation you're in. I think you're divorced with a love interest. Did you? Good for you. Congratulations. That's amazing. Good for you. Yes. Slay, girl. Nine of Pentacles. Slay. You're going to do well on your own. Regarding your ex, I cannot help. There's no helping that man. He cannot be saved. Welcome in, my friends. Drop your questions in the comments. I'm reading for free. Elio, it's nice to hang out with girls sometimes. We have a lot of fun. We especially, I say everything. Whatever comes here, comes out here. Not really. I try to filter. But on TikTok, I don't filter very well. I mean, why would you come to a psychic if you didn't want to know the truth? That's what I figure. Salvador. Sal, will A leave our rented apartment this year? For Salvatore, please. Will A leave the rented apartment this year? They're not going to leave willingly, I don't think. It looks like this year will be the same as the last unless you were to like kick the person out or something. It doesn't look like the person would just make other arrangements and leave to me. You know what I mean? If you're asking me, like, do you want them to leave? How can you go about it or what? They do want to go. Okay. They do want to leave. Will they? I don't think that they have the ability to. So the answer remains no. Leanne, will Leanne be successful in her own business, please? It's going to be a lot of work, Leanne. Can you tell me if you want us to get some good advice for you on this business endeavor? Can you tell me what it is? What's the nature of the business? What kind of stage are you in? If you want me to go in a little bit deeper and get you some actual advice. At this point, it's a little bit, there's not really a yes or no answer to your question. If you want to tell me more about it, I can get some guidance on how to best be successful. Okay. There's something here that you're not quite getting. It's like It's like she's not getting it. She doesn't get it, they're saying to me. Elio, Tuesday nights are my regularly scheduled live. I'm just here today because it's a snowstorm. But Tuesday nights I'm here. It's not nights for most people though. I'm here at about 6:30 on Tuesdays, 6:30 p.m. Newfoundland time. For Leanne, what is it that she's not getting? It's the people you need to work with. Leanne, do you work in network marketing? Do you work in, do you have a brand that you sell? You need to do a lot more. You have potential to do well. You need to formulate your plan before there's anything to go on when you're asking the cards this. It says yes, you should pursue it. Okay. You're not sure if you want to work with people or have your own. I would say work with people. It looks like networking. It looks like representing a brand. Okay? What was the nature of your business before? Like, are you a personal trainer? Do you sell supplements? Are you a life coach? Like, what is the wellness thing that you do? If you want to tell me. But it looks like a team effort, having a team. Which makes me go to like selling a product. I think your best bet is to join an existing brand for weight loss. So do you know Amare? I think that's how they pronounce it, Amare. That one's gaining some traction. But the thing about it is, here's the key, okay? Write this down. You're not going to sell a product. You're going to sell yourself. But the way you make the money is with the product. The product gets you commission. But your business is Leanne. You already know that, right? If you're the life coach and a nutritionist, you provide a service to people. Your business is your service. But that doesn't make much money. And so you have to supplement with the commission from a product. Cool? And it's like people get your consultation and stuff for free when they buy your brand. You're welcome, my sweet. Make sure you sign with an upline who you follow for a long time and trust. When you see the sellers of the supplements, make sure you use somebody who hasn't had surgery and isn't taking Ozempic in order to sell their weight loss, right? Make sure of that. Because if you sign under an upline who doesn't have integrity, then your whole downline doesn't have integrity. But if you can find the right person, I know one, I cannot remember her name. She's in Newfoundland. She has red hair. If anybody's watching and knows who I'm talking about, she's from out the shore. Tracy. Tracy who? Does anyone know? Tracy Coffee. No, her name's not Coffee now, I don't think. Is it? Is it Coffee on socials? Maybe it is. Yes, Leanne, look her up. Tracy Coffee. She has red hair. And I trust that she's not hiding weight loss strategies. I think she's forthcoming with how she does it. And she sells Amare. Midnight Soul. Jan. Is there anything Jan should know? It looks like you're on the right track, Jan. The Star and the Chariot. If you know anything about tarot, you know that those are good cards. Leanne, you're so welcome. I actually used to sell Amare, and I'm not going to recruit yet. Go to Tracy, because I don't know anything about it. I never did really use it. I used it for like a few months. But I'm lazy. I won't drink a shake consistently. I'm so lazy in that way. I'm not lazy with my skincare. It does my skincare and it does my makeup. Right, Ward. Tracy Coffee Ward. So make sure the Ward, because I knew it was, I'm like, D, do you know me? Are you who are you? Do I know you? Do we know each other? Everybody has fake names on TikTok, including me. Not many questions today here, boys. Tell me your questions. Thanks, Leanne, for sharing. Everybody leave me some questions. It's free. I'm just trying to stay distracted myself here today, I think. I'm getting like anxiety from snowstorms. I don't usually have anxiety, but it's just, you never know what's gonna happen, right? It's scared. No questions, my friends. I can do collective readings, I guess, and post them after. Okay, good question, D. D had a disagreement with a friend over a year ago. Should D reach out to that friend? Should D reach out to that friend? Yes, you should. Say, hey girl, hey, how you doing? It would be appreciated. Yep, reconnect. Jan, will you get a raise this spring at your job? Jan, will Jan get a raise this spring? I would say it's likely that you would. It's more likely that you will than not, okay? You're welcome. Let me pull out a spread and see if somebody is watching that needs to hear something. You might not want to ask your questions. Yeah, it says somebody's watching on TikTok and they want to know, when will somebody ask them to get married? Somebody is asking, when will I get married? Ooh, there's an Emperor here. Let me see. When's a good time to ask? When's a good time to ask? When's a good time to propose? You desire for it not to come off harshly. You desire for the person to not be shocked by it. You want the person to be surprised but not shocked. So you're asking, what's the best way to go about this? You fear or you anticipate that this person you want to communicate with, you anticipate that they cry easily, or that too much excitement causes them stress or causes them depression. So what's the advice for the viewer? Who is the viewer, the Emperor, the masculine or feminine? Show me masculine or feminine. The viewer is the masculine, and it's like he's trying to surprise her. It says he's sneaking up on her, but it's not like bad or something. It's positive energy. And he's also asking, what kind of ring does she like? What kind of diamonds does she like? Look at all these different shapes of like diamond shapes. He's asking like what kind of design. He asks, does she like Louis Vuitton? Oh no, what is it? What's the ones that look like Louis Vuitton symbols, but they're jewelry? Who knows? It's not Kate Spade. You know, the one with the little flowers on it? Personally, I don't. Not that that helps you much, but does anybody know what I'm talking about? He's wondering what kind of diamonds she likes and how would she want to be proposed to. Buddy, this is a big job you're asking me here. Let me see what I can find out. Okay, give me some visions. I'm going to ask my cards. Give me some visions. How would his love interest want to be proposed to? It's a lot of responsibility here. In a quiet manner, in like a special and meaningful location. Like, I'm getting that the location should be not like a restaurant or something, like a meaningful place, probably like secluded or alone. Like I might see you guys in a boat, like a little canoe, in a special place that you go to. And quietly, she says. Definitely privately and secludedly, because she has ideas. She's going to be very pleased, and she has ideas of how to pay you back for such a beautiful ring. Now, your question also is, what kind of diamonds does she like? Give me an image. Van Cleef is the friggin' jewelry that you are asking, should I get her Van Cleef? It doesn't tell me if she likes Van Cleef, so I can't really answer, but now you're distracted because you're like, what's she gonna do? Show me the diamonds, not him. Ethically sourced. probably lab grown. She says, I don't want my love to oppress other people. So she has ethics around diamond mining. She doesn't want to oppress this guy down in the mines by, you know, falling in love. And she says, I'm not very high maintenance. She says she's not high maintenance. So anything else that needs to come out for this viewer, please? Yeah, she likes a simple style of ring. The Hermit. Okay. You're saying to me I still don't know what to do. What else do you want from me? How many visions can I pull out of thin air? About a woman I don't know. You'll have to get a private reading if you still don't know what to do. You can book readings at the links in my bios, guys. I do video calls or in office in St. John's. Welcome into the Megawad Collective. Does anybody have any questions for the cards? Hearts. Thank you for the hearts, guys. Tappity tap. Of course, Leanne. That is precisely what I do. All of these messages come from God. Or if you ask specifically for your passed on loved ones or your ancestors, those people come through as well. I am a medium, so I can actually talk to your relatives or your friends or whoever is in heaven for you. I do channel passed on loved ones. But otherwise, if I'm not doing a medium reading, then the messages come from God or spirit or cosmos or universe, whatever you call it. Yes, these visions are just implanted in my head. I don't know where all of that information came from, only God. Hi, Matt, how are you? I'm buried here. Do you guys have much snow? We are buried. I am having a pretty good day. I have power. At least. Yes, sir. 'Tis nor'easter. I don't know actually what direction it's coming from myself, but I'll take your word for it. Port Perry. I don't know what province that's in. I'm so bad with geography, guys. So bad. So bad. I don't know towns in Newfoundland at all. Thank you. Now I'll remember that. I honestly like trying to teach my kids geography. No, they teach me geography. I don't know why that is. Like the location of places don't stick in my head. Hi, Kennedy. Midnight Souls getting snow tomorrow. Thank you. Oh my gosh. That's so Kennedy. Yes, Ishman. Go ahead and ask your question. You're about out of wood? No. Kennedy, what is my medium journey? I've been doing it for 2 years professionally. Prior to that, I lost most of my parent figures and was present with them as they died. And I had a spiritual awakening. I'm getting the High Priestess card after my grandmother died. I had a quite disruptive burst of psychic abilities. And I learned how I kind of mined my abilities here on TikTok, where strangers could tell me their person's name, their ghost's name, and I would ask for a message from that ghost, not knowing if I was psychotic or what. And then the cards would give me the language to communicate with my viewer, who is just somebody I have no idea who any of you are. And the viewer would say, yes, that is my person. Like, they would give it information that couldn't have been any other way. So that's how I found out I was a medium. Hi, Brandon. Kennedy, vivid dreams. Yeah, I mean, it can be many things, but if you want to, I'm not psychotic. I know that now. But can you imagine? I thought I was. Oh, Leanne, I'd be happy to connect with your dad. Thanks, Matt, for that validation. I trust your opinion on my mental well-being. Yes, Leanne, what's your dad's name? I'm like, okay, the voices in my head say you have. You're one of my ride and dies. Thank you. Leanne's dad, Ian, please. Can I hear from Ian? Leanne, he's talking about that work topic that we were talking about, and he says, excellent idea. He says, joining a team of selling a product will make you money, he says. And he's like, now that you called me into the equation, he's like, I'm going to like make it happen for you. It feels like he has some kind of authority in your life in a way, energetically. And he says, yeah, because she's my child. Of course I do. So he's kind of sharing with me and you that he can do things for you because you're his child. He has like some agency from heaven, like a guardian angel. And he says he wants to help you gain independence, Leanne. He's a very, his energy just comes right out there and he just says what he wants to say. I would call him assertive. He's an assertive energy. I don't know if he was like that when he was living, but he feels very assertive here. He's not timid in coming here and like discussing with me. He's like, he never met me before, but he's not shy or anything like that. He's a very, just say it like it is. And he would like, he's very, I would say he takes control of a situation. Okay, cool. If there's a problem, he's like, well, I'll fix it. He's just, you know, that's what I'm here for. And so he says he wants to gain for you independence. He wants to see you be able to stand on your own 2 feet, and he certainly wants you earning money independently. He certainly wants you having a your own bank account. Okay, Leanne? Very important for you to do those things. He wants you to travel. I can tell he has a lot of agency in heaven. Whenever you want something, need something, whenever you're in need of help, Leanne, he's really like boss. He's like an angel. He's like an angel who wears the pants. I don't know, like he's a boss. He wants you to travel. He wants you to take vacations in the future. Kennedy, it's very beautiful. It's a lovely experience. He wants you to be able to take vacations in the future. He wants you to be able to save some money for later. So he'd like you to have an abundance of income. And Dad, what is the Seven of Swords here, please? What is the Seven of Swords? Leanne, do you still live like you and your husband and 2 kids live all together? So he'd really feel better if you made your own money and did not rely on your husband for money. Okay? That's what Dad wants you to hear. How old are your kids, Leanne? He definitely is still watching out, yeah. He's a Papa Bear. Okay. He didn't know how old they were, though. He's like, not a clue. Like, he didn't know if they were little or big. It's kind of cute. He's like, I didn't have a clue how old they are. So, Pop, what do you want to say to the children? Talk to the 11-year-old Pop. The 11-year-old looks popular. The 11-year-old cares about Leanne a lot, cares about Mom. They don't always agree with you, Mom, the 11-year-old. They don't always agree with you, but they care about you, okay? And they have strong social skills. The 11-year-old, if they don't yet, they will, okay? I feel that they have a presence about them that will kind of make them like be okay in life for your 11-year-old, okay? And for the 12-year-old Pop, loves that child. Did Pop meet the children? He loves that child, your oldest. He's saying to me, your children are smart. He says they're smart kids. They're always going to be fine. Sweet. Yeah, 10 of Hearts and 9 of Hearts means that a bit of a pet energy, I would say. And he just wants you to know as their mother that they're really smart. And so whatever happens in life, your children will always know the truth of the matter. And they're very, I would say, insightful, observant. Anything else need to come out here, Dad, for Leanne? Tell me more about her money. He's like, you get working on that. On your money thing. You get working on that, he says. Okay? And then he says, I love you. But he says you need to be caring about your money quite a bit. It's an important thing. And I love you, daughter, he says. Okay? Francesca, these are free. Thanks for asking. Ian, thanks for being here. Leanne, okay, you feel good about that? You feel closure? He can talk to you anytime. You don't need me to talk to him. You can just talk to him. And even if you're not fully getting a response that you can interpret, he hears you and he will like work in your life. He's a very strong ghostie to have. Like, I would wish everybody to have a ghostie like him, because he's really like getting stuff done. I like it. You're welcome, my sweet. I know I have some people waiting. Kennedy was next. Yep. So Kennedy, is it your dad? Your grandmother? What about your dad? Did you say dad up here? Oh no, Kennedy was talking about her dad, the other dad. You said dad's still watching out, but you were talking about my last viewer, right? So Kennedy is asking for her Lynn, for her grandmother Lynn. Hi, Lynn. We have Kennedy here. Kennedy, I'm calling you her. Is that your gender? Is that your pronoun? Nanny Lynn. Okay, thank you. Hi, Nanny Lynn. Nanny Lynn. She's saying something about cards. I don't know if she used to play cards or if she's saying to me I could never touch them. One or the other. Tell me about the cards, Nan. She has something about cards. She didn't know how to shuffle them very well. I don't know if she's saying like it's because she never touched cards, or if she did play cards but she didn't know how to use them. Something like that. It's not overly important, but she did want to bring up that she could never shuffle cards very well. As like a little indicator. 5 of Pentacles. She says, I'm cold. So I think now she might have passed on a long time ago, but she is still clinging on to the fact that they didn't put her sweater on her. Okay? They didn't put her sweater on her. Kennedy, that's not something you have to worry about much. It does. She's still at peace and stuff, but she's hanging on to it. Like, she's like, they still never put my sweater on me. What else? She's not overly pleased with how she was prepared in the end, if you know what I mean. And again, it's not disruptive to her soul, but now that she has a chance to talk about it, she just wants to talk about it. She's kind of like, I'm still not quite over how they put me in the grave, kind of thing. She didn't really like the way she was prepared. She didn't have enough. She didn't have her sweater on or something like that. Maybe she didn't have socks on. She's just not impressed, and I think she would blame the funeral people, whoever prepared her in the end. So tell me, do you know if she's buried like in a casket, or was she cremated or something? Kennedy? What behavior? Sexually suggestive behavior. They never like my shirts. They won't let you guys give me gifts because they're saying I'm sexually suggestive. Kennedy, are you still here? So Nan, in Kennedy's opinion, you were well taken care of in the end. That's Kennedy's opinion. Okay. What kind of personality? Yeah, but she's not blaming you guys, but she's talking about like the professionals. It's not you, but she says lies. I don't make it off Kennedy. She's not saying you guys didn't put her sweater on her. Whoever dressed her for the casket didn't. And if she was cremated or buried or whatever, you can tell me if you want, so you can get more clarity on that. Now she's talking about you as an individual, 9 of Hearts and 9 of Pentacles. She says, I like the way you turned out, Kennedy. I like the way you turned out. Kennedy, are you in school or working? Kennedy? Nan is asking you this question. Are you in school or working? Where'd you go? No, they're not, Kennedy. I'm so sorry. Sometimes they get blacked out. I have no idea why. They think some prostitute or something here. Yeah, I didn't see anything from you. School. Okay, good. She's in school, Nan. What do you want to say about Kennedy's school? She says, all of my granddaughters are successful and they're all very beautiful too, she says about her granddaughters. But she says about school, it's a bit iffy or something about school. She's like, she didn't know you were in school or something. She's like, oh, I don't know about what's going on there. And is her husband still alive? He is in heaven with her, but he gets on her nerves a bit. Nan, what do you need to know? What do you want Kennedy to know about school? Give her some guidance on school, please. It looks like they have some other loved ones in heaven with them too, such as your grandfather's brothers or cousins or uncles or friends. There are some other masculine characters there with your grandfather. They're attached to your grandfather, and Nan gets a bit annoyed with the ghosties. She's I would say she's the way that she's here with me is that she's a bit annoyed about stuff and she would like to get it off her chest, but that's it. Kennedy schooling. So are you in school to be a teacher? I just see LOL and then I say or teaching. That's what I see from you, Kennedy. So I don't know if you have two options, something or teaching. Nan, give her advice about school. She's happy that you're here, Kennedy. She's happy that you came. She loves King of Hearts. You are a teacher. Okay. Do you have a brother? There's a King of Hearts who she wants to say, I love you. or it could be your dad or something. This is your brother, I would say. She says, I love you to your brother, Kennedy. Now she is a teacher. Oh, so you're not a student, you're a teacher. Okay. That's why she was confused about the in-school thing. Nan, what do you want to say to Kennedy about the school? One more card. She's kind of done here. She's like, I'm annoyed. Because of the connection, I think, because of the lack of communication. Your school, she says you need a vacation. That man is too hard on you at school. You need a vacation. Take some time off. She's like, he tortures you. There's a man that she really doesn't like in your presence at school. Okay? If you don't know who that is or you disagree, that's Nan's opinion. Okay. You know what I mean. Is it your dad? Okay. Someone. Okay, Nan. About Scott? Okay, who's Scott? Is Scott your fiance? Oh. Nan, what do you want to say about Scott? She loves him anyway. From her side, she loves him. But she knows that from your side, he tortures you. Okay, Kennedy, is there anything left lingering for you? Because your Nan she's kind of ready to go, but if you have other questions, listen, she's mad at whoever was responsible for burying her. Trust me, she's mad about it. Okay, Kennedy, you're welcome. She says, good night and God bless. My lovies. Something about my lovies. She loves you. Kisses, kisses. Kisses, kisses, she says. Kennedy says, oh my God. Love you, sweetheart. And Pop loves you too. There's Pop. Pop says, I love you too, sweetheart. Who did I have next waiting, my lovies? I remember somebody else who started with a K, right? Who was that other person here? I don't remember now. There was someone else here who had a K in their name. Francesca was also here waiting. Hi, Francesca. Hi, my sweet. Who was your person you wanted to hear from again? What's her name? Rosaria. She's very glad to be seen here, she says. She says, well, this is a nice place to be seen. She's like, I like to kind of get out there and be seen. And she says, this is just the perfect place. And I think, she says, this is the perfect place for some attention from the guys, maybe, or something like this. Rosaria. Does that sound like her, Francesca? Because she's Queen of Wands and she has a King of Wands showing here. Where did she have a husband? Or was this like, did she just date boyfriends or something? And I think she says that Francesca is not much like me in that way. Francesca is more responsible than me. I see some men with her. So I'm wondering about a husband or a boyfriend or something. Do you know? Is her husband alive? Is he passed? And Francesca, do you have a boyfriend? She would want to talk about men with you. No, I don't think. You don't. Last thing I see is she's married, but I don't know if he's alive or not. Her husband. But she wants to talk about men with you. Like she wants to give you dating advice. Okay? Okay, Nan. She wants you to be dating. She wants you to be casually dating. She's basically like, get out there, Francesca. Get out there, your grandmother would say to you. And actually, she says, this is a nice place. She's like, it feels like your grandmother came on TikTok and she's like, oh, this is like almost like a bar or something. She's like, ooh, there's lots of people here to see. So I think she's saying something like, Francesca, you're in the right place. So, yeah. And so she's talking about future love for you. She does see love in your future. Are you open to dating at this time? Or she'd like to give you some dating advice. Are you currently dating or like putting yourself out there or anything? You can't really decide like where to go or how to go about it or something. That's what Nan's saying. Rosaria. It's like, where do you go? Like, no, Francesca, I'm so sorry. I'm not getting your comments. But I think she and you are both saying things like, where do you go? Like, how do you really meet a man? And she says, well, there's lots of them out there. There's lots of men. There's plenty of fish in the sea. That's her opinion. There's plenty of fish in the sea. How come you're not catching any? Yeah, you will have love in the future, though, Francesca. You will. Your grandmother will ensure that. I have no doubt. Your grandmother will send you a man to love. Do you want to ask her any questions? Try your comments again. I think I'm being filtered because of my shirt. I'm sorry, Francesca. Why are they giving me this comment? Did you get my question? But they're not giving me your question. Sad. You're getting filtered out for some reason. Try it again. Type your question again. She says, your grandmother says, I'll wait. I'll wait to hear your question, she says. Should I quit my current job? Should I quit my current job? Should she quit her current job? Your grandmother says, honey, you can do anything. That's how she would put it. Honey, you can do anything. Now let me see, is there advice for her to quit her job? She doesn't care about your job. She only cares about your boyfriends. It's funny. Grandmother, can you give her job advice? I think she's saying I'm not the one to ask. Like herself, she's like, I'm not the one to ask about that. But she says, you should do whatever you want. If that is what you want, your grandmother supports you in doing what you want. So if you were to ask her in real life, she would say yes, if that's what you want to do. Okay, Francesca? Yes. Again, whatever you wish to do, says your grandmother, that's what you should do. Okay? Now that's from her. I'm going to put her to rest if you're okay with that, and then I'll ask the cards your question about your job. Okay? Are you okay? Yes. That's exactly what I was going to do. Yeah. So I'll put her... Okay, grandmother, thank you for being here. And now I will ask a neutral opinion for Francesca from the universe. What does the universe want her to do about her job, please? Tell me yes or no. What does the universe want her to do? Quit her job or stay? Yeah, it says time to get changing. Time to get changing. So a change would be good for you. Is there any more instruction or direction for her regarding the change? Don't stay where you're not appreciated. So if they're not willing to give you full time, you should go elsewhere where you can get full time. Okay? What is your profession? Did you already tell me teaching? Did you? No, that was the last person. What's your profession, Francesca? Hi, Lydia. Francesca is going to be my last person here, guys, because I'm getting my battery worn down. I gotta go feed my kiddos. But Francesca's profession, I wanted to know, like, what? Did you, Kayla? Sorry about that. I don't remember. But my medium readings are posted on YouTube. So it should still be there. And I would have kept reading with her. I don't remember cutting off a ghostie or something. I did not, Francesca. I did not. No. Francesca's profession. Seven of Swords. Weird to come out for your profession. Nope. Are you a yoga teacher? Yoga. Okay. It says you should leave that job. They don't appreciate you. And I think they kind of like don't believe in you or something. You should leave that job. You should leave that. You should stay as a yoga teacher, but leave that organization. You can even just start your own or something. If you're only working part-time, you're not really making a living at that, right? If you just wanted to start your own yoga retreats, you'd probably be better off. Because at least you could work full-time. Don't you have your clients? Like, you don't want to steal clients, but don't you have like a social network that you can offer to? I'm going to have to get off, my lovies, because I'm just wearing out, okay? But I just wanted to finish up with Francesca and make sure we get everything covered. And make sure you follow me, guys. Follow my daily readings. And come back Tuesday nights. I did not, Francesca. I'm so sorry. This is not working. The comments are not working here tonight. But the answer was yes, leave that current part-time job. You should leave it. You should do where you're valued. Get paid for your full worth. Okay? Thank you all for hanging out, my loves. Make sure you follow me and follow me everywhere and keep coming back. Shine bright.